Hey everybody, how is it going? Hey Will, hey Mimi, Clipwings, Doxy. This chair is kind of squeaky. Sorry guys. Fred is going to be joining us, but I decided to go ahead and start since you guys were all waiting. I'm going to keep my phone right there just in case I need it, but you guys are pretty close to me today. Anyways, thought I'd go ahead and start and get it going here. We're going to be watching and going over and talking about some things about this lodge that Killer Looks recently did a video on. It is an interesting location because beyond just Donna's reading, Fred has been wondering what that place was since the beginning. He didn't know. He had heard, knew it was there, and it's called the Timberfell Lodge, and it is right over there at the 2200 block of Van Hill Road. And what it is, this is what this I printed out. It was an application in case I would want. Too bad. It's past. They were having this was an event they were having there, July 11th to. Okay, this is an example of the stuff that they have going on there. Okay. This was found by going to the website that Killer Look shared on his wall. They have several websites. They have Facebooks. But on July 11th to the 13th of 2025, they had something called Deliverance 25. And you have to, like put in an application. It says Deliverance. So this week, that would have, if you wanted to apply to go to this little retreat at this place, you would fill out one of these applications and you would go to something like this. At this one, it says Deliverance is an all-male weekend of BDSM play. Players of all experience levels are welcome. Events are Friday afternoon through late Saturday night. Equipment is provided at the tavern, and dungeon masters will be on hand to assure everyone plays safely. Most play is allowed. However, due to sanitation, liability, and fire concerns, knife play, or any instrument with a sharp edge that could open a blood vessel is prohibited, as are scat and fire play. An exception, though, is needle play. Good to know. A complete list of approved play will be in your one packet. So that weekend they were having an all-male BDSM play weekend. Basically, they have a lot of cabins there you can rent. It's basically a free-for-all type place. You have to be, it's 21 or older, and it's clothes optional place. And this is right over at the 2200 block of Van Hill Road. And it's been there since 1998, from my understanding. I did a little bit of research and looked into the website. And this is the lodge here that Killer Looks is talking about in this video. Another Van Hill occult mystery. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. he mentions this lodge. I believe it's this one, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's that one.
Yeah. See how it says the lodge right here? So we've got, hold on, let me move this around. There we go. That would be better. Okay. Please slap your DNA on the like button is what Will is asking. Thank you, Will. We've got the Fred Hill right here. Anyways, I printed out this application just to give you guys an idea of what goes on at this place. It says, so as far as accommodation at food during this whole event, it says you can go book there at any point. They're open, and they give a discount too for fire, EMS, and so if you're one of those, you can get a discount there. It says, note that you are responsible for arranging your own lodging and camping with Timberfell, which requires a government-issued ID when checking in. Please see their website, timberfell.com, for descriptions, and use their website to make reservations. Many renovations are currently underway at Timberfell. You are responsible for the cost of your Timberfell annual pass. Guests staying in rooms at Timberfell have some meals provided as part of the lodging fees. Please check with their staff as to times and locations. Campers provide their own meals, but meals for purchase are available at the Black Bear Pub and Grill next to the pool. Any times noted on your badge schedule for meals are only a reminder. Meals are not included in the run fees. We do provide snacks, beer, and an open bar at appropriate times during the event. There will be a silent auction of various leather and scene-related items donated to the club on display in the tavern. Bidding will end 7 p.m. Saturday. You need to pay for your winning items at the tavern before 8 p.m. The fee for the run is $65 received or postmarked June 20th, 2025. And $75 thereafter. The fee for Gryphon members and permanent camper residents, there's people who live here permanently. Seriously, there's
a lot of cabins that they live in permanently.
Yeah. Shush, I wasn't talking to you, Siri. Let me go down to your guys' comments here. I can't see. Is it still gay and oriented? Yes. Yeah, it is like a gay compound, basically, a gay community. And it's a free-for-all and clothes optional. There's people who live here 100% of the time. You have to sign a contract right here which states that I hereby agree that the members, operators, agents, owners, and successors of the Tennessee Gryphons here in Gryphons or the run site Timberfell Lodge may not be held liable in any way for any occurrence in connection with Gryphons activities which may result in injury, death, or damage to me. To attend all or part of the Gryphons Deliverance Weekend on July 11th through 13th, 2025, including setup and breakdown, I do hereby assume all risk in connection with said activity and undertaking, included but not limited to exercises, demonstrations, or other acts involving sadism and machoism, and further release the Gryphons and successors and assigns for any harm, injury, or damage which may befall me while I attend or participate in this event, including all risk associated or connected therewith, whether foreseen or unforeseen, and further saved and hold harmless said Gryphons and their employees, agents, members, instructors, operators, successors, and assigns from any and all claims by me and my family, estate heirs, agents, or assigns out of my attendance and participation in these activities. I further state that I am physically fit. It is further understood and agreed that all rights of recovery under the Tennessee law. It says, I further state I'm a legal age of 21 and legal competent to sign this result or release. I sign this document in my own free will. So, once again, they say most play is allowed. However, due to sanitation, liability, and fire concerns, knife play or any instrument with sharp edge that could open a blood vessel is prohibited, as are scat and fire play. An exception is needle play. I don't know. It's like, well, they do have like adult, I guess from my research, they do have like adult performers come in and stuff. And yeah, there'll be entertainers and all kinds of crazy things happening. But the main thing is we were going to cover this. And
missing since June 25th. Investigators say she left her home in...
I did see somebody with the last name of Wells arrested yesterday in Hawkins, but probably no relation. Yes, police get a discount. Police, EMS, and fire all get a discount. Seriously. And also they have a discount for veterans, too.
And then they've got all them officers that work for Baileyton Police always sitting in their driveway when you go through Van Hill or Baileyton into Baileyton. There's always an officer or two sitting right there in that entrance going into there.
Is that the place that had the guns and stuff, or is that a different compound?
No, that's
at the entrance compound that will shoot at you if you freaking go on it?
Fall branch and hasn't been seen since.
So this is Killer Looks.
Man, what the fuck?
It is happening again.
Man. What the fuck?
It is happening again.
Freemason discount, probably. We're going to talk about this place because there's more about this place that you guys might find interesting. It's creepy. Is that sinister? Is that okay right here? You were thinking that. Oh shit!
Needs help. Try to find.
Right here. I wonder if these. Do you get these off of?
Sure, that's not. No, that's not Paul.
Okay.
He got mules like that.
Okay.
Same color.
My people believe that the White Lodge is a place where the spirits that rule man and nature here reside.
It's a local legend. Goes way back.
I mean, if they're not selling sex, really, then it's not illegal. I get it. I guess. I remember back in my party days, and this is going to be a little TMI, there used to be this place in Indianapolis. Was that here or Bloomington? Indianapolis, I think. Yeah, it has to be Indianapolis. That called the Unicorn. It was a gay bar. And yeah, I used to go there like and hang out or whatever a few times. But let me tell you, it gets crazy at those places. Very, very crazy. A lot of drugs. Yeah. I couldn't believe it was also had some kind of annual type pass, if I remember right, like, or membership. I wasn't a member or anything, but I had a friend that worked there. So at the time. So, but yeah, I think you had to be a member to get in there, if I remember right. But it was more like it was like a bar type deal, but yeah, it was wild. It was wild.
Also a legend of a place called the Black Lodge, the shadow self of the White Lodge. The legend says that every spirit must pass through there on the way to perfection. There you will meet your own shadow self. My people call it the dweller on the threshold. The dweller on the threshold. But it is said, if you confront the Black Lodge with imperfect courage, it will utterly annihilate your soul.
That's right. Didn't this help?
Damn killer. You better be careful.
They changed it. That was funny. I laughed when I first heard it.
They went under the assumption is that, oh hell, maybe if she was abducted, they're seeing all of this go down. They dropped her back off near the woods, and that she was now walking the woods by herself. They had TBI, FBI. They had some of the locals there late at night. I got into town about 11 o'clock, and they were still searching until about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, from what I understand.
The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation tells us TBI and FBI searched an area this past week in the continued search for Summer Wells. It's our breaking news tonight.
It's been more than 4 years since Summer Wells was last seen. The then 5-year-old was reported missing from her home in the Beach Creek community in Hawkins County.
There's been no sign of the little girl since, and law enforcement from several agencies have worked countless tips over the years. News Channel 11's Ansley Daniel spoke with TBI, who says the case is far from cold. Ansley?
Yeah, Sarah and Casey, there have been more questions than answers since Summer Wells disappeared from her home in Hawkins County on June 15th of 2021. But today, the TBI confirmed that their agents, along with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI, continue to investigate what happened to Summer. They say that last week, on November 13th, their agents, along with the detectives, were at a location in the 3500 block of Van Hill Road in Greenville, following up on a lead in the case. That's about 9.5 miles from the Wells family home on Ben Hill Road via State Route 347.
So it sounds like what they do is with the little trafficked kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have a ring of them. And
I just need to take a moment, and everybody, please say a prayer for. I'm not gonna even say anything. He's just going through a rough time, and Tiffany, is too. That's all I'm going to say. So everybody, please pray for Tiffany's son and her. Please, I just found this out just a second, and it just broke my heart. So, and I kind of knew something was up because she's been quiet. So, you guys, all the internet drama and all that stuff is so petty compared to stuff going on in the real world. you know, please, like, remember what Tiffany is going through and David when you're getting involved with, like, petty drama. I'm going to try to myself, too. I mean, like, this is life and death, you know what I mean? And this, her only son. I wish I would have saw what the message I did when she was asking. She was asking for everybody to make a wish for David at 11:11. So if it hasn't been 11:11, I mean, yet where you're at, but definitely the prayers is really. Uh-oh. What's this? It's not about Tiffany that I'm saying uh-oh. I'm just saying, like, something else. Okay, somebody's just sending me something about this Timberfell Lodge. That's interesting. For some reason, I can't use my email on my computer. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, guys. I was just updating Fred on what was going on. I don't want to, it's not my business to put out there. But I'm sure Tiffany would love all the prayers. So, yeah, I know I was muted because I didn't want to put out the. All right, so I'm going to rewind just a tad here. Somebody also sent me, well, whenever entered it, I hope it's okay, I said that I don't want to take the credit for other people's work, you know what I mean? She sent me something about a notice of violation with this Timberfell Lodge. Okay, so they were violated by some kind of environmental program manager, Division of Water Work or Water Resources. So they had immediately stabilized the surrounding soil until a detailed stormwater pollution prevention plan can be updated to address the additional disturbance. Submit an updated notice of intent, which includes the additional disturbed acreage. So they were violated with something here. This Timberfell Lodge was received a violation for some kind of environmental. Oh, okay. Has something. I know you can't probably see very well, actually, at all. Well, I'll try to put it up here at the end. Just to. It's just where they've dug up a lot of ground and didn't.
It's washing in the creek.
Yeah, so they're from the constructions or whatever was polluting the water. Says the Tennessee Department of Environmental and Conservation Division of Water Resources investigated a complaint at the above referenced location on March 4th, 2025 to evaluate compliance with the Tennessee Water Quality Control Act of 1977, which is available online. The complaint alleged that the drip sewage disposal system was failing and releasing effluent into a nearby stream. Results of the investigation revealed a leak in a trunk line leading to the disposal field was ongoing. This was repaired the same day. This investigation also revealed expanded grading beyond the original grading for which an appeal. Oh gosh, I don't even know what this all means. But they got in trouble for something with their construction. Hey, Tanya. Thank you. Mirandy. Thank you guys for, having just definitely keep praying for them. So let's
say that last week on November 13th, their agents, along with detectives, were at a location in the 3500 block of Van Hill Road in Greenville, following up on a lead in the case. That's about 9.5 miles from the Wells family home on Ben Hill Road via State Route 347.
So it sounds like what they do is with the little trafficked kids, they have a ring of them and they do things and go places. And so that was what they intended with Summer, but then it got high profile, so they decided to go ahead and do maybe somebody out there will recognize the possibility of a lodge. I tried to look up the Eastman Lodge just to see what it looked like, but
somebody who claims they witnessed this stuff, some kind of satanic ritual type stuff. But this was years back. It would have been years back. But I do feel like whatever happened to Summer Wells. Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's? I don't know. I kind of don't feel that this lodge is the one that, because it's a 21 and older place. But
when me and somebody else was doing some research last night, we run into a lot of kids stuff in some of it.
We'll have to see, like, what, on their Facebook or something?
I think so. I think that's where it was
at. Huh. I mean, because that's a business, and I don't know.
It just makes me wonder.
Sounds
by them having access to Powell Hill's place.
Oh yeah, that's one thing.
Because Powell had a contract. They had a contract with Powell through the lumber, where he was sawing. They was buying the lumber off of him to build all of that in there, and a lot of the meat and stuff too that he was processing. And the last time you talked to Paul or had a conversation with him, really, was really in the beginning of when the lodge would have been being built. When they was starting to expand it. So 2002 was around the time that you last spoke with him. Or well, you talked, except right? That was when I last seen Randy. Oh, okay. I spoke to Paul a few times since then, but okay, but like he had mentioned to you about an early about them buying a bunch of lumber and stuff and signing some kind of contract on lumber. Talk about they was real wealthy and stuff, people. Yeah. So but he would sell the lumber and stuff and then store it in a barn that he had to dry and stuff, and then they'd access it whenever they needed it. The way he talked.
But a lot of people have contracts with Paul
Yeah,
too, so it doesn't really.
He sells a lot of lumber and stuff, or
But
did. I don't know if he's.
There's
still
a lot
does.
of people that have access to that property. Is the point. Okay. I would think of that other lodge type place on the mountain. Which one's that, Moonshine? Which one could she be talking about?
I don't know.
Is something that's been going on in the area for a very long time.
But back to this lodge, okay, so that, or, it could be a big house, it could be some sort of business that's shaped like a, nice house. And I have spirit energy, so there's something about this place they're trying to show me. I think that's a rhododendron bush. I have spirit energy. The lodge has, okay, so the part over this, entryway, the entryway is makes this place distinguishable. If I saw the place, I feel like there's a creek, river, or stream nearby, a moving water. I almost have a feeling of more people watching. I feel like an entrance. I always feel like an entrance. I feel like an entrance to, it's either a lodge or a nice house. Looks like it's made of wood.
This is different than the brick house, then.
Some other kind of building that is shaped like, a nice house would be. I got chills on my legs about that. Makes me wonder how many other little processes is happening too.
This could be a separate lodge where they take them to put on shows.
James and Frank are associated, I know of.
Frank White, he rides them. He goes out and mows in his thongs. There is, and that. There is a lot of people in that area that I'm learning that are into that stuff, and you never knew that. From what you talk, you didn't know. Well, except Frank White,
I knew about Frank White, and I kind of knew about that place down there at Timberfell, but I didn't know the name of the place or nothing. I just heard stories about it,
Yeah,
Kyle, he talked about them only letting them leave certain hours of the day. They'd be back within certain hours of the day and stuff. And just certain days that they could leave, what he taught. But that's been years, several years.
And the police watch that place like crazy because I'm sure it's one huge party and up there.
They're always sitting in the entrance to that place. It makes you wonder now if they was participating in a lot of it.
There is
a Baileyton Police Department. It's Baileyton Town right there. It's one that always sit out there.
Well, I would guess though that they'd sit out there because there's a lot of illegal. I'm sure there's a lot of drug activity at a place like that.
Of course, Baileyton,
like party drugs.
Baileyton's not that big a place anyway. So
meth is really big in the gay community as far as like in the party scene, because it supposedly is for some of them enhances some things. So. Yeah, at least that's what I've heard. They guard it. Guard it? Guard it? Where do they guard it from?
She talking about the place that they could be guarding it from people. I don't know.
Guarding it for what?
I don't know.
Well. Oh yeah, they have a EMS, fire, and police discount, and a veteran discount. There's always like bad in every group, so it doesn't mean like every police officer, yes, 1111. Yes, it was 1111 where you're at. put in a little prayer or whatever, or say a little prayer for David. Thank you for reminding us. Yeah, that is true. They do see everybody coming in and out, so they know that's true, and they know that's probably part of the reason. Like, if I were a cop, I would probably want to, I don't know, be curious, because it's not just like it's, I don't know, it could be even like a swingers type place for straight people. I'd still be curious of who was going in and out of the place. You know?
And then you got that, what is it, Lily, or something other murder that was on Payne Hall Road. It's the next road past this place on the right-hand side going towards Baileyton.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Where that cult people out of Kentucky killed that family.
Oh, it was right near this place?
Yes. It's the next road past this place on the right-hand side if you're going down Van Hill towards Baileyton. It ain't far at all.
Right? See something, say something, you're probably right. They probably do keep, like, everything. I'm sure they document everything. Yeah. They probably do have, like, blackmail and stuff.
I mean, for the ones that ain't never really pulled that lodge up, they need to pull it up and actually read on everything. It's crazy. That's it.
Yeah. Hold on, let's keep this.
It sounds like
This speedo. Oh, place. Well, that's why I was saying I didn't realize, like, when I had, for instance, Bill Shipley's, like, girlfriend on panel and stuff, and I don't want to talk about him too much because he's been one that's been threatening. But, like, she was telling me about all these people that, you know, like, he had.
I never knew nothing about him like that. But.
Well, that he had a good friend that was like a cross-dresser, and like it was his best friend, and I mean, it was, I guess it's just a big it's very normal. I don't know, there's a big gay community around that area, and now I'm understanding why. I guess it might have something to do with this place. I don't know.
Let's see, there's another place they started up on Beach Creek right there, just right below where that footprints was supposed to be found. They put up a gate and stuff with a booth, like a guard shack and all that, but you can't see what's all in behind there. Somebody said it was kind of a cult like that they're moving in there. That goes back towards Bell Road.
Huh. Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Of course, they've not updated the Google Maps to be able to pull it up to really look at it.
Go hide. You guys, Matthew, go take one for the team and let us know what the place is all about. That's what he does.
With his boyfriend.
Yeah, with his boyfriend.
Yes, there was some bestiality involved. Yes, there was some barbed wire involved with Mr. White with a small child tied up with barbed wire.
Please don't share this information, but they went and talked to Frank Lights Friday, but I don't think we should share that information.
Varom. Oh, pa zaddy.
Sorry, when I first saw this, I was like, what the hell is that? I didn't know what I was watching at first. It took me, I literally have watched this like 4 times now, this whole video. Because at first I'm like, what the heck? Like, I didn't understand it at first. And then I didn't understand what that had to do with anything. And I'm like, this is from their reviews. These are videos from the place. These are videos under the reviews of their, where you can book your room. Oh my God. It's like Killer Looks just had to do that, right? He just had to add that one in there. He could have left that one out, but he didn't. Just saying. What? Hold on.
Varome. Oh, zaddy.
He's wearing a mask. The reason he's wearing a costume is so he won't be identified. I know, in a way, I just call that being tortured. Yeah.
Also, I met not Frank, but his brothers on my motorcycle. We were searching for that other girl that got gone, and that's when I met them, and we got to talking, him and his wife, and they decided to go one way, and I went the other because I had a dirt bike.
So there's that place from the aerial. Just one big party area, a big pool. Like I said, there's permanent residents there year round. That was traumatizing. Oh. Yes, the panda can be a symbol for, yeah. That's what I've learned since I've started. Like, I didn't know that before I started doing YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a great. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine what goes on in that place? I doubt it's like the one that's in Donna's reading. But I mean, I want to think. I mean, but there is bad in every group. You know what I mean? So maybe there is a few like sickos that are into like children and stuff, a little group of them at that place. That's possible. I'm not, definitely don't want to say a whole group. It's always a few apples that spoil the whole bunch. Yeah, this is right there at Van Hill Road at I'm not even going to say the exact address. I'm just going to say the 2200 block of Van Hill Road. So, it's right there. And look, it looks like it's got its own little holler there.
In my opinion, that's why Dawn tried to throw Frank under the bus because of it. See it right there.
Yeah, because Frank Light had a yellow sedan. And let's see. I don't know if you guys can see.
You see Roy's one that
Nope, you guys can't.
Them having a big falling out for some reason. But it was odd that Roy talked about.
It's too bright. We'll have to turn down your brightness. There we go.
Roy Light talked about Frank and Don Wells and Pete Clark specifically having a falling out after Summer went missing.
So that was Frank Light's vehicle at the time, which was a yellow two-door, Mitsubishi or something, Eclipse. Maybe that's what it looks like. It's those old Mitsubishi Eclipse, but in a yellow color, 2-door. Huh. So that's why Fred has a theory of, that's his theory of why Dawn mentioned the yellow vehicle speeding away, because Frank Light had a yellow vehicle at the time. And yeah. Now when Fred stopped and helped that person that was broken down on the motorcycle, there was a gold Lexus there with with that person. So I wonder if maybe they use 4-wheelers for quick transportation also from Ben Hill through the backwoods trails. Vroom. Pause. Pause. Vroom. Oh man, I need to put that on a sound bite, or I need to get out my old sound thing. It's called Timberfell Lodge. Let's see. Why is this going so slow? Okay, we're going to look through their Facebook after we go over this.
I have horses, and TBI has used him in the search for Summer a few times, and he's helped try to find Summer, on horseback, places that the TBI and them can't get to.
I got a good show on my leg. She was tortured to death on camera. Yeah, my leg's a whole show. She was tortured to death on camera. This is what. And both legs
My allergies are so bad.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm seeing that guy in the top hat again. Oh, he lifts off his hat like he's done it, like he's bowing to the audience. He's done a good job or something. I kept getting he would get like $10,000 to do this. The money gets spread around. I've seen the man with the sideburns. He may have there's a ring of people. They might not all be guilty of exactly this, but they're all connected to it. Might have been like a long dagger or a sword or something.
The one that told all of these people just to wait, to give her a chance. It's only been a couple hours, just to wait, give her a fucking chance, because she might be able to get away, and we all knew she could run and fly like the wind. To give her a fucking chance. So I have not given up hope on Summer at all. I do not think that she's dead. I think there is a very good chance she's out there somewhere alive. But every day, every minute that passes, cannot be
okay,
good.
so you say you think she's alive right now? You think she's alive?
I think there's a good possibility.
A good possibility. So let me ask you a question. Why automatically say if she's around the area? I didn't say around the area. Where would you think she's at? Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world right now. Where would you think she's at? Anywhere.
And there's two options. She's alive, and I don't know where the hell she's at. Somewhere around the world. Or if it ended, chances are it, would have probably ended on the 15th, like others speculated before fucking dark, and I didn't take well to. And, I would say that she's somewhere, between Ben Hill and Bayleton or so.
I put Fred here to comment on that, I think, because that was a weird statement. And what Don B did a video on this, but he accidentally said it wrong and said, he missaid it accidentally. But what he meant is this search happened exactly where Jody Sue is saying, basically where she feels like Summer will be found, before the search even happened. That was what was weird about that.
And then you got Jody speaking about if you go more towards Greenville or Rogersville, 7 minutes from the first road.
Yeah. What's she gonna do if if that's where it ends up being? How's she gonna explain that?
It's gonna be hard, I'd say. And it's odd that they was looking for Jackie Dobbs and stuff all in Baileyton and trying to get that motel in Baileyton too.
And thank God he didn't, because they suggested a hotel in motel in Baileyton for Jackie Dobbs to go to, but he ended up staying in Churchill. So that could have saved him from some shit going down that night, because
seemed like I remember Andy saying something about stopping by Frankie's or something on the way back from Baileyton when they were searching for her.
Are you serious?
Seemed like I remember him saying something about it.
If anybody could find that anywhere of Andy Bernard saying...
That was on recording when I was recording for law enforcement.
Oh. Was he
because
close?
He was talking about Frankie was working on a Jeep or something other when he pulled in, and it wasn't in front of Frankie's house. So it was on the other side of the road, just a little bit below Frankie's house, like at a barn.
Frankie worked on vehicles?
Mm-hmm. He was working on some kind of Jeep.
That's weird.
Not a Jeep Cherokee, like a Wrangler. I just thought about that.
Yeah, sometimes. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. Unless she just timed when Candace left and when she returned, that makes sense. If someone's going to dump the body, it makes sense to go that way instead of towards Kingsport.
And then you got Andy talking about running into Candace at Mount Carmel Church on the 15th.
He said that?
Yeah. I couldn't figure out how they run into each other there. If he was coming back from supposed work, that he wasn't at that evening.
Oh gosh.
But there's other things in there that you got to think that, we all kind of know, and things that y'all don't, but make certain things a possibility.
What we fucking do if not for those pesky meddling kids?
Back to what I do. Catfish, Billy, baby, hello, how are you? You're by 9, I was like a power line, fell into a swimming pool. I think I got the...
Okay. So, let me replace that here real quick with this. But we're going to see. Okay, trigger warnings. I don't know. I don't see anything that's too bad. So let's see what kind of stuff they have going on here what kind of events do they have coming up here at Timberfell. Oktoberfest, which I guess peak leaf season, breakfast and dinner included, bonfires, tavern open. I've never heard of this place, and it's only 47 minutes away. Let's see. Let's see if we can find anybody who's on the DL. I'm just kidding. That we know. What if we saw somebody and it's like, oh my God, that's my cousin. Okay. New glass house cabin. A glass house cabin. Oh, whoa. So everybody can see everything that you're doing. Okay, so this is some kind of weird, that's some kind of voyeurism. Finding the sun. Oh, they have jobs, competitive pay, housing options. So if you guys could go get a job there, and then it's a committed to drug-free workplace. So we couldn't get anyone to answer. Is there a back door number? What? Nice word choice. Join our team. Equal opportunity. Job requirements, 21 years of age, reliable transportation, weekends are a must, and this is when the majority of our guests visit the resort. Ability to work long shifts. We offer for exchange all or a portion of your camping fees for time spent working at the resort. Couples are encouraged to apply. Whether you're a perm looking to cut down your seasonal fees, or someone seeking a great adult atmosphere with friendly guests to spend your summer, Timberfell is a great choice. Couples are encouraged to apply. So employees are eligible to receive a yearly clean and free bonus with successful clean drugs test. Oh, but see, you don't have to you could still work there. You just don't get the bonus if you fail the drug test. So let's see. So they have a pool, Leather Daddies, and Mr. Timberfell. Okay. Enjoy the mountains with a rooftop deck. They have rooms that have windows all around. First responders, Timberfell appreciates you. Active or retired first responders receive a complimentary free membership. Staff appreciation weekend. They have free stay.
Yeah, I'm sure all the locals don't know the depths of this place, because I had no idea. Memorial Day weekend. DJ Wolverine at the tavern. Come party with us. Free entry with membership. 6 to 2. Clothing not allowed.
On certain days here, Pigs and Pops, Staff Appreciation, Dead Divas, Golden Girls Weekends, Who's Your Irish Daddy, PJs and Underwear, Valentine's Weekend, Rhythm and Blues, Spring Cleanup, Bikers and Cigars, Camp Bear, Leather Daddies, Labor Day, Cowboys and Boots, Jocktoberfest, Tu Wong Fu, drag queen contest. That's kind of fun. Oh, whoa, I don't want to see something I don't want to act. I see all men here. But yeah, it's a little bit of a like just place to hang out, it looks like. And this is 2022. Trailer Trash Sorted Lives, Mardi Gras Weekend, Butts and Beds Weekend, 5-day bear run. See what bears really do in the woods. Book early and register for the event online. And this one sells out fast. Woof. Oh, gosh. I agree with Fred. Locals don't know. Disgusting, says Laura. I'm the ultra-right.
I've always heard that it was for bicycles and stuff, but never know the depths of it, you know. Powell talked like it was like a swingers place. Like it was more or less a nudist colony, kind of, way he talked.
Yeah.
That these men and women both lived there, and they just, here's a free brawl pretty much.
Balls drop, New Year's holiday bash, party all night and walk back to your room. Save a horse and ride a cowboy, cowboys and boots. Break out those boots and hats, fellas. Country hoedowns. Bang, fabulous 4th holiday weekend. Make your 4th of July holiday a bang at Timberfell Lodge. Or Timberfell Lodge, sorry. PJ and underwear weekend. What do you wear to bed? Wear it or nothing. So this is the day summer went missing. June 15th, 2021. I just noticed that. Perfect bear weather. So says www.campbear.net to register. Let me see. Okay. Real quick. Camp Bear 2025. Okay, so that was on June 15, 2021. They were having camp. Oh, no. Okay, so June 16th to June 20th, they were doing Heroes versus Villains of 2025. History. Camp Bear is a bear event held every year at Timberfell Lodge in East Tennessee. The event was started by a group of friends in 2009 to provide an inclusive weekend party for the bear community. The Gay Bear event, born out of desire for visibility and acceptance, has become more than just a party. It's a sanctuary, a celebration, a powerful reminder that beauty and acceptance in all shapes, sizes, personalities, and degrees of hairiness. This event has grown into an abundant attendance each year with plans of growth and service to community for years to come. The 4-day event includes 8 sponsored cocktail parties, 3 themed dance parties with DJ Cubby, 5 pool parties, bear games, exclusive access to resort amenities, and various other activities. So here's pictures of all their so early birds pool party from 1 p.m. to 5, and then at 8:30 of the boogie down nighttime pool party. Thursday, June 5th. Vendor booths, registration, pool party with DJ Cubby, meet and greet with Welcome Mixer, neon nights with DJ Cubby from 10 to 1:30, 10 to 11, late night munchies and complimentary cocktails. The Hideaway is open 24/7 in the basement level at the tavern. The Hideaway. Disco Inferno costume dance party with DJ Cubby. Dinner at the Black Bear Pub and Grill. Late night munchies and complimentary cocktails. And the Hideaway is open 24/7. So yeah, they have like a hideaway that looks like there's a 24/7 party there. Is what it looks like to me. It's $90 Saturday day pass. You can come for the day. Includes pool access, tavern access with DJ Cubby, cocktail parties, and dinner. T-shirt not included. This is $22.40. Anyways. Fun times. So yeah, they'll go, from my understanding, just have, and I don't know. I mean, it was interesting. That he labeled it the Lodge, and it does look like I mean, maybe there could be like a group of them. I don't know. I was thinking it would be more like a Mason's Lodge or some type of place like that. Not a Diddy party. Aren't bears also associated with child? I know pandas are.
And a lot of pandas on that website.
Yeah. Like if I was into that type, like being a furry or whatever, I definitely would steer clear of pandas. Because that's supposed to mean like something to do with children. Or I've learned that since being into this case. So yeah, I didn't know that before. And then just happens that the pool that Summer Wells was in and pictures, it had pandas all over it. Just like the red barrel with the for sale, you know what I mean? Weird little things in these pictures. But anyways, guys, we're just going to make this is just an hour live. I wanted to come on here for just a little bit and talk with you guys and hang out for a little bit. We just wanted to say, we just had a little bit to comment on that because of Fred knowing that that place had a contract with Paul and
through the loan.
And that they had access to that. They'd have access to Paul's property. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people have access to a lot of public that goes there. This doesn't seem like a place that would be interesting. Yeah. That is true. I didn't think about the girl thing, but they shaved her head, you know? Is there a reason for the head shaving? Is that to make things, you know what I mean? I don't even like to get too much into that because it's really great. It makes me sick to my stomach. So thinking like that, we can just leave that to I guess, the obvious.
I don't know if there are any Girl Scout lodges around.
Bears are hairy man and mostly, yeah, usually that's what but they have those, like Killer Looks was saying, or was showing that, you know, where they dress up, aren't those called furries? So you're right, yeah, the bears they don't dress up as animals. The bears are like furry men. Well, or men that are very hairy, I guess. And usually are like bigger, right? They're like teddy bears, basically. And then furries would be like, huh?
Then you got Pruitt talking about Bear Got Summer.
Oh God! Oh God! No! I don't think he meant it like that.
Know.
Jeep vehicle. Don met one of the owners. Thank you, Mama T. Right. The gross stuff, they don't have to really. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to go. I'll talk to you guys later.